the epic story, like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, or my favorite, The Wheel of Time. These evoke such fancy and fantastic imagery that it really, really makes an impression on us. Luckily for us, in our business as well, especially now that you've completed the game plan, you can now build out an epic story of your own. Remember how I mentioned earlier and I showed that there was a story that most fantasy stories take? It's about the hero being trapped in a broken world, but they want to get to paradise. But unfortunately, they're not able to because they're stuck because of the monsters in the way. And one day, you, as the guide, appear, giving the hero an opportunity for adventure. On this adventure, you give the hero different weapons, which they then use to complete quests, defeat monsters, to level up, and gain a ton of loot. And once they're done with this entire adventure, once they've completed all the quests and defeated all the monsters, they have finally left the broken world behind. They've entered a fantastic world of paradise. This story works really well in marketing as well. This is exactly how it flows. Your customer is unhappy in their current place, right? There are a ton of problems and obstacles holding them back. One day, they find you and discover your offer. They might be hesitant initially, but later, after you earn their trust and understand why you're doing, they're willing to take your help. And with your help, your customers discover a new way of doing things, expanding their network and meeting others on the same journey as them. With your help and your product and your service, they are able to solve their problems, gain experience, and earn things that they find valuable. They get new skills, make progress in their journey, and hit the key milestones along the way. Ultimately, they address the underlying problems that were holding them back and transform, building the life that they want. Now, if this sounds like personal development, you can do this, I believe in you sort of thing, you're not mistaken, right? The reason for that is most personal development stuff, and mind you, I was a champion Toastmaster. What happens is that it is based on the same structure, right? Most personal development stuff is about overcoming problems and becoming a better version of you. It's about transformation. But we can use this for marketing as well. What I want you to do is head on over to your workbook and follow the instructions there. What you got to do is take the structure of the epic story in marketing and bring it all together and stitch it into the structure that becomes your epic story. It's really easy. It will probably require a little bit of wordsmithing, but you can do it. And once you have the epic story, which you should be filling out after this video, is you have to use it in different places. And the beauty of this, right? Because you've gone through the game plan, you figured out your answers, and you built out your epic story, right? Now you have this key base narrative, right? Which you can use in any place. You can shrink it to suit your needs. You can expand it to match your needs. It's super duper awesome. So you can use it as an answer to the question, so what do you do? You could say, I help builders and technical founders do marketing, right? So that's the short version. Or I could give them like the good 3-5 minute version, right? And if I'm pitching to a client, I've got slides to go with it. You can also use it as an elevator pitch. You can use this as a part of your Twitter bio. You can use it in the pitch decks if you are going for funding. You can use it in blurbs and bios and God knows where else, right? The idea is that this is your core message. By building out this epic story, you know exactly what your business does, you know who it helps, and you know how it helps them, and you know how you get rewarded for all of this as well. Now, if you want some more help, here's an Easter egg. And here are 2 clues. I'm not going to say more about this. You can check it out in the mind map. All right. Next up, we're going to be looking at some example answers to the game plan in the next video.